We're grateful, MiddayLive, for bringing us all those updates from our local front, definitely affirming our stance that we are right on the grounds and whatever is happening, we're bringing you up to the minute coverage of it. It's now time for us to get some updates from our world of business. My name is Kweku Timin, and straight away we're moving into a live interview. We're going to the Ministry of Finance, where my colleague Pakwesi Asare is standing by to get us some updates. The minister has been addressing the press on the state of the economy. Let's just quickly dash to the Ministry of Finance, where Pakwesi Asare is standing by. A very good afternoon, Pakwesi. Thanks for joining us. Indeed, has the minister been touching on the deficit of the Ghanaian economy, or he's been looking at other areas, assuring that 2016 has good prospects in the medium term?
Well, essentially the minister has been, rightly as you said, touching on the state of the economy, looking as far back as 2012 till date, and some of the policies that government have instituted and how these policies have panned out. Essentially, what I've been made to understand is that revenues, for instance, are beginning to go up now. Expenditure in key areas of the economy, in terms of infrastructure, also appear to be going down, whilst issues about wage payments and all that have gone down significantly. Government has been placing itself for improved debt management strategies that have been put in place, which have seen a decline in the public debt. Significantly, one other matter that has come up is about the fall in commodity prices on the world market and how this has impacted on our own budget, for instance. Now, what we've been made to understand by the minister is that there's a possibility of revising the current budget, and so the ministry is preparing to meet up with cabinet, and subsequently they are likely to go to parliament to see a review of the 2016 budget. Now, importantly also, we've been made to understand that despite the progress made so far, certain risks that are posed to the economy, especially because it's an election year, we're likely to have wage pressures, election-related expenditures, global commodity prices, which I talked about, and also the risk of lower global growth and its risk, as well as the current issue of power crisis. So these are many other issues the minister is touching on right now at the Ministry of Finance.
Has he had the opportunity to talk about stability of the economy and how they want to put practical measures in place to ensure that the cedi does not devalue in the coming months, as we even head critically into an election period?
Well, one of the things that we know is that since 2012, we've seen growth, for the economy, constantly go down. Now, what government is saying is that due to recent power crises, which appear to have improved, we are likely to see the growth go up, as well as some new oil projects, like the TEM project, for instance, or the Sankofa project. What we anticipate is that when this project eventually come on stream, we're going to have growth go up. Now, you also touched on the stability of the local currency. What the minister said today, for instance, was that when you look at other economies like Nigeria and South Africa, for instance, the cedi, the exchange rate depreciation is not only due to imbalances within the economy, but he also touched on commodity prices, for instance, and how this commodity price falls on the world market have affected Nigeria, for instance, its currency. Over the period, we've seen the Nigerians naira, for instance, go down significantly in South Africa and other areas. So what he's saying is that if we have some stability in terms of pricing of the world market, then we can have our cedi also begin to appreciate over the years.
All right, thank you very much, Pakwesi Asare, for joining me with all those updates. I'm sure later this evening on News 360 we want to catch every bit of those details from the Ministry of Finance on the state of the economy. But one key thing is the minister might be going back to Parliament for a supplementary budget. We hold on to see that because of the fall in commodities prices. Pakwesi has been updating us on those issues. We'll do other business stories now, and here the Gais Municipal Assembly is worried about the discontinuation of government projects whenever new governments come into office. Well, Chief Executive of the Gais, John Kwao-Saki, said there is the need to complete all uncompleted projects for the benefit of the people.
The construction of the Hacho Market began in 1999 by the then Ga District Assembly under the previous National Democratic Congress administration, but stalled. Speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony for the reconstruction of the two-story facility of Hacho Market in Accra, the chief executive of Ga East, John Kwao Saki, believed the completion of the market will encourage farmers in the area to increase their yield to improve socio-economic growth. John Kwao Saki is worried about the discontinuation of government projects whenever there's a change in government. The 1 million Ghana cedi project is expected to be completed in 12 months.
Irrespective of the party in power, projects started by another party must be continued and completed in the interest of the advancement of our people. We don't start new things when we have invested so much into a previous one.
The Member of Parliament for Dom Kwabnya, Adwa Safo, appealed to all stakeholders to work with the Assembly to ensure the successful completion of the project.
The construction is such that there's going to be a modern market where there will be all the necessary equipments to prevent fire and all that. And together with my MC, we are all for the betterment and the good of the ordinary person in the Dome Kwabenya constituency. So we urge that we all put in our best to make sure that it comes to a successful completion.
All right, so many thanks for staying with us. We're done with business, but up next we'll be bringing you some updates from our world of sports. My name is Kwekutimin. Pleasure to do business with you.